Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to say many thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us mercy and blessing, so I can make it finish this video. And this video is the task from Mr. Adi Isma, SPD MPD. And then let me introduce myself. My name is Santi. I am from class B, English Department 2018, and my course is English for specific purposes. And in this moment, I would like to explain what I have to did it when I learn English for specific purposes or ESP. The first is, what is ESP? ESP is a learner-centered approach to teaching English as an additional language, which focus on developing communicative competence in specific discipline, such as academic, accounting, teaching, IT, or business, and etc. The first is Chapter 1, The Origin of ESP. In the origin of ESP, we talk about the first is New World Demands. The end of the 1945 World War saw an expansion of the world which dominated by two forces, namely technology and trade, which went on without stopping and resulted in the demand for international language. English is the key to international currency, technology, and commercial. There is a revolution. The second is there is a revolution in linguistics. Traditional in the purpose of linguistics is to describe the rules of the used English language, namely grammar. In English lessons, there are important differences between commercial and technical English. The third is focus on learner. Learners have different needs and interests, which will have an important influence on their motivation to learn and therefore the effective learning. The second is Chapter 2. In Chapter 2, we talk about ESP of development. There are 4 ways to make it easier for understand of ESP. The first is special language concept. In understand ESP, it's more important to understand grammar the first, because in ESP the text grammar context used is high level grammar context. The second is theoretical analysis discourse. After understanding grammar, student must be able to understand the meaning sentence ESP the text. To make it easier to understand the meaning language, we need theoretical in understanding language. The third is target situation analysis. The target analysis is the purpose of student ESP is so that we can't condition how the student use the language when they are learning. The fourth is abilities and strategies. And when we want to understand ESP, the student must be master skill in vocabulary, grammar, reading, and we use cognitive learning theory where we talk about ESP. And the next is Chapter 3. ESP is not a product approach. There are 3 branches, namely English for Science and Technology or EST, English for Business and Economic or EBA, and English for Social Science or ESS. ESP is not a specific variable problem in teaching English, and ESP is not just matter of science and grammar word for scientists. ESP is also not different in kind from other form of language teaching. And the next is chapter 4. In chapter 4, we talk about overview of language and an outline of the grammar affecting ESP. The first is classical or traditional grammar. Classical language knowledge can be depend learner knowledge of how language develop. The second is structural language. In the structural description, grammar is described in the term of schematic structure with characteristic proportion in the form of statement, negative, interrogative, and informative, and etc. The next is transmission generative or TG grammar. The four grammar change from traditional to modern, and the last language variation and analysis list. The next, I would like to explain the chapter 5. In chapter 5, we talk about learning theory. There are some theory when we learn ESP. The first is theory of behaviorism. Theory of behaviorism is learning as habit formation. The second is theory of mentalism. Theory of mentalism is thinking as the rules. The third is cognitive theory. The point is the learner must be thinking creators. The fifth is effective factors or learners as emotional beings. The last is learning and acquisition. Learning is acquisition is process will the acquisition of the results unconscious. The next is chapter 6. In the chapter 6, we talk about need analysis. Learning needs are what the student need to do in learning. The first, needs every student has different needs to achieve targets. The second, deficiency not only needs but also have to identify lack of the student who need to be analyzed with the abilities of student. The third is desire of the student in the form of motivation plays an important role in the language learning. It will be difficult if students do not have motivation to learning language. There are several ways can be done analyze need, namely are make questionnaire, interview, observation, and data collection. In analyzing learning needs, a framework is needed which then analyzed. And the last is chapter 7, learning design approach. Learning models is a process where raw data about learning needs. There are three. Interpret produce is implicit learning or learning experience, the main purpose of which is to examine a particular state of knowledge, to develop teaching method, material, and establish evaluation process by which progress against set target will be measured. There are three types of approach, namely, the first is design center of language, the second is skill center and learning model, and the last is learning center approach. And the next, I think enough, and I will give you the conclusion what I did it when I learn ESP. The conclusion is English for specific purposes or ESP or English for special purposes is a new approach in the teaching and use of English for special fields and studies. There are in accordance with the needs of the file of skills and the profession of the English user. I think enough for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.